All right, welcome back to the channel. Devin Haney fans out here lying on Ryan Garcia for no good reason at all. Man, overkill destroys your credibility in a situation where Ryan Garcia should be getting his name ran up a pole for having tested positive for some performance enhancers. Devin Haney fans or Ryan Garcia detractors, however you want to phrase it, go absolutely overboard every step of the way. And now that Ryan Garcia has claimed that his supplements have been contaminated, they go a step further, put some stuff on the internet that is obviously, if you read it, not communicating what they say it's communicating. Let's talk about that in this video. All right, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Fanon, and we know what's been going on for the last several weeks. The Ryan Garcia, Devin Haney drama, specifically the Ryan Garcia drama around him having tested positive for performance enhancers after his shellacking of Devin Haney. And the response from certain corners of the boxing world has been, in my opinion, completely over the top. Because at the end of the day, Ryan Garcia is either going to get suspended or he's not going to get suspended. More than likely, he's going to get suspended. Whether it's the 4 months that he is rumored to have said that he's okay with getting suspended because, hey, he's responsible for what goes in his body. And he is making the argument that that the supplements were contaminated, or whether it is a longer period of time because the New York State Athletic Commission doesn't buy it. One or the other is going to happen. So I'm a big advocate of waiting. But no, there are people out here that just insist on making stuff up and making stuff up to make Ryan Garcia look worse, no matter how far they have to stretch it. And there was another example of this that has taken place with the supposed testing of one of the supplements that Ryan claimed was tainted or contaminated, called Super Carb Raspberry Lemonade. Okay? And I'm going to tell you what they're saying, and I'm going to show you how, or explain to you how what they're saying is just not true. Or at the very least, there's nothing on the paperwork that's provided that would make you believe that. But before I get into that, let me welcome you back to the channel. If you are new to the channel, please accept my invitation to hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon so you can be notified of when we release more videos. And if you are a long-time subscriber and supporter of the channel, thank you so much for your continued support. It really, really does make a big difference to the channel. And thank you to everybody that supports in the super chat. I've seen a couple new people out there, along with my guys, my people, Barbara D and Maddie Yole and Daryl McKinney. Hope you're doing well, Daryl McKinney. But thank you guys so much. But let's get into this, okay? So this is Twitter, and I will probably put up on the graphic, where you can read this for yourself. Just depends on how much time I have. When I do these videos, I consider this kind of like an extension of my live stream where I do this and just kind of, go through it with you. But I'll probably put it up. This guy on Twitter, I won't say the name. Yeah, so All for Boxing, because All for Boxing, come on, man. Puts out a tweet that says, test results, breaking news, test results from the same batch lot number that Ryan Garcia, Neutral Bio Super Carb, came up showing no signs of ostarine. That's what he says. And to point it out, he shows this report that came out in April 4th, The April 13, it was reported April 13, 2022. And it was tested by Analytical Botanical Consulting and Testing. And it has that this has been tested, and it says analysis. Highly branched cyclical desterine, and then they talk about the method, the result, and the specifications, right? And this batch number, and you can see, if you could see this highlighted portion right there, that is the batch number. So it's clearly tested, right? And then they show this, which is the actual test from, again, a confidential test report, Margaret Goodman Voluntary Anti-Doping Association confidential test report from the sports. This was, I guess, sent to Margaret Goodman of VADA. And it is from the Sports Medicine Research and Testing, which is where Ryan Garcia got it tested. And it has a batch number there. But in this particular report, it clearly says ostarine detected in the range of 70 to 202,200 picograms per gram of powder, right? So it must be a powdered supplement. Now, here's the problem. They say, because it's not in this report, but it's in this report, that means that it wasn't in the batch. Big problem here. That's not what it says. It does not say on the initial report done 2 years ago that ostarine is not present. And you know, in order to test for certain things, and test for anything, you actually have to test for it. You cannot run a test that is going a test that will pick up at any and everything in there, because you have to have something you're looking for. When you hire somebody to test, you're testing for something. Now, it very well may be a list of things that they're testing for, but that you do not know based off this piece of paper whether or not they actually tested that for ostarine or not. Because what they said with what they have here is the result is that they found highly branched cyclical desterine in it. That which I do believe I don't even believe is a performance enhancer, because you can buy that straight off the shelf by itself. So how do you know in this particular test that they actually looked for ostarine? You don't. Could they have looked for ostarine? Maybe. But it doesn't say ostarine not detected, which is what you would know, which is exactly how you would know, just based off the information presented, that they did not find ostarine in it. How do you know that they actually tested for ostarine? The answer is you do not. So once again, you have somebody out here trying to solve puzzles for the New York State Athletic Commission, where the State Athletic Commission could say, and what they will do is, okay, give me some more of the batch itself and have it tested. Have it tested for ostarine. They are not going to take this report from 2 years ago that doesn't even verify that they actually tested for it. They're going to run a test specifically for ostarine. But again, this is what I'm saying about Devin Haney fans and Devin Haney, or whatever it is that's going on around Devin Haney's camp as it goes with Ryan Garcia. You're doing way too much. Let the test play out. It very well may be that the batch doesn't have anything in it. Very well may be. It may wind up that they say, hold on, let me see whether or not there was really ostarine in the batch, in the sample that Ryan gave in, and they could test that and say, oh, well, it doesn't have it this time. We don't know because we can't tell the future. However, this is what I think for reasonable people who don't trust you. And I'm telling you right now, I don't trust anything these people say. If you guys put some stuff out and say, this is what this says, I'm going to read it. And I'm going to use critical thinking and say, okay, Advanced Biological Consulting and Testing Incorporated. Okay, I see the batch number. The batch number is there. Not that you couldn't have possibly fudged that batch number, because I don't actually see the piece of paper, but whatever. Let's just assume that you didn't, through the art of Photoshop actually just transpose numbers. Okay, don't know that that's not the case. So, but whatever, take you at your at face value. I still don't say where you tested for ostarine. Where does it say on here that it does not contain ostarine? Negative for ostarine. Can't confirm ostarine. Nowhere. All it does is have a batch number on there and it say it tested positive for highly branched cyclical destarine. That's what it says. You want me to go and take a jump? Well, if it would have been in there, it would have been on there. If it would have been in the supplement, it would have been in there. No. Because remember, performance enhancing tests, they don't pick up on things. They don't pick up on things that aren't on that list. So how do you know? Because I took basic science classes. In order to look for something, they actually have to have the actual thing. And they take the actual thing and they test it and say, okay, well, this is what this looks like. Put it underneath a little, put it in whatever machine, run it, and then they compare it to whatever you're testing, and they compare the two samples. If you don't actually put ostarine in the machine, from my understanding, or underneath the microscope or however they do it, it won't test for it because there won't be any comparison to make. That's why they have actually in testing facilities, you find that there are people that wind up having they wind up getting addicted to drugs when they're testing for drugs, because they actually have to have the samples of the things there to compare them to. A test, and what I can't remember what you call it, but it's like the control sample and the blood sample, and they compare. This is actual, the actual thing, and this is what they have, and as you can see, they match up perfectly. They're the same thing. That's how. If you don't test for it, then you don't know. If it doesn't say they tested for it and eliminated it, then you don't know. But anyway, that's my take on the matter. Please let me know what you think in the comment section. But please stop exaggerating. It's getting so old to sit up here and poking holes in just obvious attempts to make the dude look worse than he already looks. There's no need to frame a guilty man. If the man did it and the man cheated, and he did it intentionally or unintentionally, the New York State Athletic Commission is going to come out with that, and that's all it's going to be. I don't have to defend. I'm not defending Ryan from all of these ridiculous accusations, or not. Let me say ridiculous, far-fetched conspiracy theories, or I hate even using conspiracy theories because there really are conspiracies, but way out there theories blaming people when I don't have any reason to suspect that is true. Same thing with you guys putting too much on top of things like this. Anyway, that's my take on the matter. Please let me know what you think in the comment section. And with that, I'm out. Peace.